When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Williams looking for a man. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Evans. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease to the left. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Snagged in the middle. It's Delp. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Stockton. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Coleman. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Green. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. He wants to change this route. Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. The defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Right down the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
The quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch. Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Bring in the heat. That's caught. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking throw right there. That was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Running into the open space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies! Great job by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He's got an open man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Number 91 set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. And runs through another guy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun to give, looking for room. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd He's going to fire deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawson. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
That makes the score. Georgia 35, Washington 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. into the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Williams will pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Georgia, 35, Washington, 7.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. These corners going to give them some space. He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. Finds some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Handoff to the lone back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Williams looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Leads it with the back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Washington right back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Trying to find the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Hauls it in. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Here we go.
Williams will pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the big fella. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Makes his man miss. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man. A 1st down, and I know all you probably say, hey, slide, get down, don't take the hit, don't fumble, but that guy's thinking touchdown. He's thinking I can break these tackles and try to make a play, got held up, coughed up the football, defense recovers. Man, that's a big blow for the offense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense in press coverage. The toss to the outside. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there.
There he goes. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Right on the money. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.